Most seniors are told muscle loss is simply part of aging. After 60, weakness, poor balance, and fatigue are seen as unavoidable. But what if the real problem isn't age or exercise, but the kind of protein relied on for years? There's a simple seed protein that supports muscles in ways most foods can't. By the end of this video, you'll understand why eating more protein often fails, and what works instead. This is where many people unknowingly make a mistake, assuming that once protein matters, simply eating more of it solves everything. Many seniors hear the same advice again and again. Just eat more protein. So they start adding eggs at breakfast, chicken at lunch, maybe even a protein shake during the day. Sounds logical and responsible. Protein builds muscle after all. But after about age 60, the body doesn't respond to protein the same way it once did. Muscle cells begin to require higher quality amino acids, better digestibility, and more precise biological signaling to actually use what's eaten. Without those conditions, extra protein is often burned as energy instead of repairing muscle tissue, or worse, passes through the body without being used at all. This is why many older adults feel confused and frustrated. They increase their protein intake, yet still notice weakness, fatigue, and loss of strength. The issue isn't that protein no longer matters. It's that the type, structure, and quality of protein becomes far more important with age than most people realize. And this realization led researchers to look in a completely different direction. Not toward bigger portions or stronger protein powders, but toward a small, overlooked source most people never associate with muscle at all. When most people think of seeds, they think of fiber or healthy fats. Very few think of muscle support. But researchers studying aging muscles began noticing something unusual about certain seeds. Not only do they contain protein, they contain specific amino acids that aging muscles respond to more effectively. They're also easier to digest, less inflammatory, naturally rich in minerals that support muscle contraction, gentle on aging stomachs. One seed protein in particular kept showing up in research focused on older adults. A seed that delivers complete protein, provides a meaningful amount of leucine, supports recovery without stressing digestion, works with the body's slower metabolism, not against it. Let's talk about pumpkin seeds. And once you understand why this specific seed stands out, its nutritional profile starts to make much more sense. Pumpkin seeds are nutritionally dense and uniquely supportive for aging muscles. In 100 grams, they provide about 19 grams of protein, nearly twice that of eggs. But the real benefit isn't just the protein number. It's the combination of nutrients working together to support aging muscles. Pumpkin seed protein contains leucine, the amino acid that helps trigger muscle repair and maintenance. They also supply magnesium for proper muscle contraction and relaxation, helping reduce cramps and stiffness. In addition, pumpkin seeds offer zinc for tissue repair and hormone balance, and iron to support oxygen delivery to muscle cells. As people age, magnesium and zinc deficiencies become more common and are linked to weakness and lingering fatigue. This helps explain soreness after light activity. Pumpkin seeds gently restore what the body increasingly lacks. And among these nutrients, one stands out for muscle repair. Leucine plays an essential role in how muscles repair and maintain themselves, especially with age. Think of protein as the building material, while leucine is the signal that tells muscles to start using it. Without enough leucine, muscle repair remains only partially active, no matter how much protein is consumed. Research shows older adults often need more leucine per meal than younger people to trigger the same response. Pumpkin seed protein helps by providing leucine in a steady, balanced form the body can use comfortably. Unlike fast-digesting proteins like whey, pumpkin seeds are gentler and easier to absorb as digestion slows with age. And this isn't just theoretical. Studies in older adults are beginning to show these same benefits in practice. Studies examining seed consumption in older adults have shown encouraging patterns for muscle health and recovery. Researchers observed reduced markers of muscle inflammation, indicating a more supportive internal environment for repair. Improvements in mineral status, especially magnesium and zinc, were also noted, both essential for proper muscle function. Participants frequently experience better recovery after light resistance activity or regular walking. One notable finding was improved grip strength, a simple measure that closely reflects overall muscle condition. Grip strength is widely considered a strong predictor of independence with age. When it improves, walking stability, balance, and confidence in movement often improve too. This highlights why foods that support functional strength may be more valuable than those that simply raise protein intake numbers. So the next question becomes simple. How do you use this in a way that actually makes a difference each day? Here's where many people make mistakes. They hear about a healthy food, try it occasionally, and expect meaningful results. But muscles respond to consistency, not intensity. For seniors, the most effective way to use pumpkin seeds is simple. Aim for 1 to 2 tablespoons daily, preferably raw or lightly roasted, divided across meals or eaten after activity. They can be sprinkled over yogurt or oatmeal, added to soups after cooking, blended into smoothies, or ground into a seed butter. Lightly grinding the seeds improves absorption and makes digestion easier. Timing also plays a role. Eating pumpkin seeds after movement, even a short walk, can help muscles use the amino acids more efficiently. If this explanation is helping you understand not just what to eat, but why muscle loss occurs, tap the like button. It helps others discover this information too. But there's another factor that determines whether those amino acids are actually used by your muscles. As we get older, many people live in a state of low-grade chronic inflammation. You may not feel sick, but inside the body, inflammation interferes with muscle repair signals. This is one reason why muscles don't bounce back as quickly, soreness lasts longer, strength gains stall. Pumpkin seeds contain natural anti-inflammatory compounds, including antioxidants and healthy fats, that help calm this internal environment. When inflammation decreases, muscle protein synthesis becomes more efficient. In simple terms, and this is exactly why the form your protein comes in starts to matter more than ever. Eggs are nutritious, chicken is reliable, but neither is perfect for every situation older adults face. Many seniors deal with heavier digestion, reduced appetite, chewing fatigue, or irregular meal timing that makes full meals harder to manage. In these cases, traditional protein staples can feel like a burden rather than support. Seeds solve a problem most seniors don't realize they have. They require little to no preparation, can be eaten in small amounts, and don't depend on large portions to be effective. A spoonful can be added to yogurt, soup, oatmeal, or a snack without effort. This flexibility makes it much easier to stay consistent day after day. And consistency, more than intensity, is what truly protects muscle over time. But there's one daily habit that quietly makes this consistency much harder than it needs to be. Here's the mistake I mentioned earlier. Most seniors eat most of their protein at dinner. Breakfast is light. Lunch is moderate. Dinner is heavy. This creates long gaps where muscles receive no amino acids. Overnight, this becomes especially problematic. Muscles enter a breakdown state while you sleep. This is why spreading protein, including seed protein, across the day is so powerful. A tablespoon of pumpkin seeds at breakfast, another in the afternoon, another after movement. Small signals, repeated consistently. That's how aging muscles stay responsive. And when you understand this pattern, you start to see why it affects much more than just muscle. Muscle health is not only about strength. It influences balance, reaction time, joint protection, and overall confidence in movement. When muscles weaken, simple daily actions can start to feel tiring and uncertain. Standing up from a chair, walking for longer periods, or carrying groceries may require more effort than before. But when muscles receive steady support, even in modest ways, daily life often begins to feel easier again. Stability improves. Movements feel safer and more controlled. This is what foods like pumpkin seeds quietly help protect over time. Not through dramatic changes overnight, but through small, consistent support. So the next step is keeping this simple enough to follow every single day. Here's a gentle, realistic approach. Move your body daily, walking counts. Add 1 to 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds per day. Spread protein across meals. Focus on digestion and consistency. Not perfection. You don't need extreme workouts. You don't need supplements. You need alignment with how your body works now. And when you look at it this way, the solution feels much simpler than it first seemed. Muscle loss isn't just aging. It's about signals, digestion, and consistency. Small foods like pumpkin seeds help keep muscles responsive over time. If this changed your perspective, share one small change you'll try this week, then like and subscribe for more practical, senior-friendly nutrition insights.